The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
I'm so fortunate. Lock no keys, my boy, lock no keys. Uh-oh.
And the Cowboys will put total leather to crank us up. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will get the first swing of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Finds the tight end. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
The defense just got out-muscled at the point of attack there. And the back showed good vision, made a cut into the hole, first down.
The Buffaloes are marching down the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Toss to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. And the Buffaloes get enough for the first down.
Man, on 4th and 2, I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want in those 4th and 2 situations.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. out of the gun. They'll run it inside. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And it worked again, though. Look at this. Oh, hit up.
Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
They want to run the ball.
They'll throw it on 1st down. The quick out. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Go.
They'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. 2nd and long from the 19. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup would put him in position to pick up a 1st down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Caught behind the line. It's Suarez. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Cowboys will call on their punt team. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times.
Ain't be no scout.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's out past the 35. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, 1st down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Fires one high and deep. And that will fall incomplete as we have played 1 quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fast motion from the offense. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And this is dropped. An incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20.
That makes some. Oh my God, these niggas fast.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why the offense is love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by 7 over Syracuse. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see and hear, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. This offense has a second down play. Hand off from the gun. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Now they're going to throw it.
Good play,
It's
buddy.
complete to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. Motion from the offense. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. The Buffaloes get it past the sticks.
That is how it's done on 3rd down. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
He wants to throw. He wants to go deep. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the inside give. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play. That was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now, because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub, they want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They'll immediately call timeout.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. He's looking downfield to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged in the middle. It's Toner. Knocked off his feet. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 15, here comes the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to beat the D deep.
Dude, and he dropped it?
Ball's incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And the story of the half has been that elite quarterback. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. And with that, let's send it back to the guys more than a mile above sea level at Folsom Field.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Buffaloes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the... And the ball pops out.
Oh, my God.
Disaster.
Oh, my God.
What's it? Touchdown, Bucks!
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down.
Stop it.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Suarez. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Looking for a huge play.
Let's go.
Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Quarterback will audible. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive.
Let's get it.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that.
Touchdown, Colorado! They take the lead with the 6.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and move it behind. Some players can't do that, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Off the play fake. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
He lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Cowboys line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now,
he's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
They'll run it from the gun. Finds a crease at the 20. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly. To the air on first down.
Woo.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Direct snap. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on second and goal. Snap it to the back.
What?
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. What will the offense dial up on third and goal? Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Now they find themselves behind, David. Let's see if they have an answer.
Yep, losing the lead, obviously lose a little bit of momentum, but this offense, you can gain it right back, Palmer. Let's get a drive starter going. Find some guys you know they're going to make some plays for.
So that's the challenge for them. You got to answer, right? You got to take the field here. You got to execute, be physical, and regain this lead.
They'll keep it on the ground. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Grab behind the line. It's Suarez. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The give to the tailback. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback keeps it. Got the first down and more. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a
full dive to haul that one in. The Cowboys headed quickly to the line. Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field and dive and lay out with that body control, that is a special catch.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
A strike downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense.
I ain't don't work, dude.
Wide out in motion.
Quick pass on the fly motion.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number. Here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig.
He got it.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Fast motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense.
He tries to take the top off. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. And the Buffaloes are on the move. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Touch pass on the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Buffaloes have pushed it inside the 20. Quick release on the RPO. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bucs! They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He'll
Get it.
off one
Let
deep
go.
down the
Let
left
go.
side.
Oh, what the heck?
Inside the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
What the heck?
And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door,
Lord
baby.
have mercy. That didn't
This
make no
third is
goddamn
just
sense.
slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off.
Ain't
the
no
field.
push off.
You can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Wants to fire on
Oh,
second
Lord.
down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Quarterback keeper. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays.
Got enough space.
They can't stop
And he
beating us.
rolls into the house. Touchdown, Colorado. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it. And what the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing.
Vic Marshall. Vic Marshall.
To the final whistle.
Vic Marshall.
What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as
True
you
now.
can. So,
It's
good
true.
opportunity
You
to
can't
try to
pass.
finish this
You can't
game.
pass. You got to let them develop.
He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Suarez. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. He's going
Oh, my
up
God. He
top
done
there
got
late in the
beat
game.
again.
Got it inside the
They
10.
is torching this
And
man.
the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys.
God damn.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.